Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a full beginner's guide in which I'll walk you through GoHighLevel step by step. We'll cover the main features, the pricing, and by the end of the video, you'll have a solid understanding of how to actually use it. I know GoHighLevel can feel overwhelming at first. There's a lot packed into it, but once you see how everything connects, it's actually pretty straightforward. So I'll keep things simple and we'll go through it together. If you are brand new, GoHighLevel is basically a CRM plus marketing platform that lets you run most of your business from one place. I've recently started using it for my business and it saved me a ton of time switching between different tools and of course money because I used to pay for several tools and now all that functionality is covered by one platform by GoHighLevel. Before we dive into the tutorial, let's quickly talk about pricing so you know what to expect. GoHighLevel has two main plans, Agency Starter and Agency Unlimited. The starter plan is built for a single business, so you get one account with access to all the core tools. Things like the website and funnel builder, email and SMS automation, and a unified inbox for all your messages. Then there is the unlimited plan. It's basically the same thing, but you can create unlimited sub-accounts. So this makes it a better fit if you're running multiple businesses or if you are an agency working with several clients. Each client gets their own workspace under your main account, and this helps you keep everything organized. There is also a pro plan which adds white labeling so you can rebrand GoHighLevel as your own software and you can sell it. That's more advanced, so we won't really touch on it in this video. And just so you know, if you want to test it out, I've dropped a link to a 30-day free trial in the video description. Alright, once you sign up and log in, this is what your new account will look like. Your screen might look a little bit different from mine, but don't worry. For this video, I set up a completely fresh sub-account so we can go through everything together. Now, GoHighLevel has a lot of tools and it's easy to feel overwhelmed if you try to learn everything at once and you start just randomly clicking through the tabs, etc. So instead of jumping around randomly, I've grouped the platform into 6 main categories that match core business processes: CRM, marketing, sales, onboarding, automation, and analytics. Going through it this way will give you a clear foundation and help you actually see how all the pieces fit together. For this tutorial, we'll use an automation agency as our example business, but that doesn't really matter. And before we dive in, one quick note. If you're brand new, the most important thing to remember is that you learn GoHighLevel by actually using it. Don't just watch me clicking through, open your own account, follow along, and start building things out. You'll be surprised how quickly it starts making sense once you get hands-on. Alright, with that said, let's start with the first category, using GoHighLevel as a CRM. Let's start with contacts because they are really the backbone of GoHighLevel. Almost everything in the platform connects back to them. I'll create a sample contact here. I will call him John Doe. And when you open up a contact, you'll notice it's split into 3 panels here. So on the left, you have the basics: name, email, phone, and other key identifiers. The middle is your communication hub. So every email, text, WhatsApp chat, or call shows up here. You can reply directly from this panel as well. On the right, you'll see the full timeline. This shows every interaction, pages they visited, forms they filled out, appointments they booked, etc. So you can also add notes, create tasks, and even schedule an appointment from here. Apart from viewing a single contact, there are a few other things you can do. You can import contacts in bulk, so you're not adding them one by one. You can adjust the columns in your contact list to show the details that matter most, right? Like phone number, tags, or custom fields. And you can add a contact directly into an automation. So for example, a welcome sequence you've already built. You can also assign them to an opportunity in your pipeline, and we'll discuss opportunities and pipelines in a moment. You can send quick messages by SMS or email. You can organize them with tags for easier filtering later on. You can send out a review request straight from the contacts record. With filters and smart lists, you can segment your database, for example, filter by location, by tags, or by custom fields. and then save that list for reuse. Bulk actions let you update or message groups of contacts all at once. If you delete someone by mistake, the restore option works like a recycle bin, and you can create tasks tied to a contact so follow-ups don't get missed. If you're working B2B, you can group multiple people under companies so everything stays tied to one business profile. That's the contact section. Next, we'll move into opportunities and pipelines. A pipeline is just a way to track where your deals or projects are at any given moment. Think of it like a visual board that shows the steps someone goes through before they become a client, okay? So inside a pipeline, you've got stages, things like new lead or proposal sent, and then you've got opportunities. Opportunities are the actual people or deals that you are moving through those stages. To make this real, let's build a simple sales pipeline together. We'll start with stages like new lead, discovery call booked, proposal sent, contract and invoice sent, and finally lead won. Once that's set up, you can head over to the opportunities tab, pick the pipeline you want to view, and you'll see all those stages laid out. From here, it's really easy. You can drop in a contact and then just drag and move them along as they progress. You don't have to start from opportunities. If you are already in the contacts tab, you can add someone into a pipeline right from there, and they'll automatically show up in the right spot. The nice thing is that you always have a clear visual way to see exactly where every lead or project stands. No messy spreadsheets, no guessing. It's all right in front of you. So very clear CRM with the pipeline. Now, the next part will be about marketing. Let's take a look at some of the built-in tools inside GoHighLevel that can make your life a lot easier. So for example, managing social media usually means, bouncing between Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and maybe even Google Business Profile if you run an online business. Inside GoHighLevel, you've got the social planner, which pulls all of that into one dashboard. You just connect your accounts once, and then you can schedule everything through a single content calendar. If you're running multiple clients, this is a big time saver because you don't need third-party tools to stay organized. Now, when it comes to email, GoHighLevel has a full email marketing suite built in. You don't need to plug into MailChimp or ActiveCampaign. It's already tied to your contacts, pipelines, and automations. You can design emails with a drag and drop editor or go to the HTML if you want more control. There are templates to keep things consistent, one-off campaigns for newsletters or promos, and of course, you can track the essentials like opens, clicks, bounces, and unsubscribes. But the real power shows up when you use workflows. So that's where you can build automated sequences like a welcome series, nurture campaigns, or triggers based on how people interact with your content. I've actually started using that. I have the whole funnel. So now if you want to download templates after watching my videos, you would go through the funnel that is built in GoHighLevel. So that's really a useful thing. There are also smaller features that save a ton of clicks. Like one of them is snippets, right? Think of these like text shortcuts. If you're always pasting your calendar link in chats, you can just set up a snippet, type something like CL, and it automatically expands to your full link. If you want to add urgency to your offers, GoHighLevel gives you countdown timers. That's also cool. You can drop a live ticking clock right into an email or a landing page so people actually see the deadline approaching instead of putting things off. For ads, there is an ad manager built right in, so you can run your Facebook and Instagram campaigns directly from GoHighLevel. But the big difference here is tracking. Instead of just seeing clicks, you can actually connect the results to your CRM and see which ads are bringing in paying clients. And finally, one of my favorite little hacks in the system is trigger links. These are special links that not only send someone to a page, but also trigger an action in the background. So let's say someone clicks on a link for service A. You can automatically tag them as interested in that service and drop them straight into a follow-up campaign. So it's an easy way to track interest without asking people to fill out some extra forms. All right, let's move on to funnels. Funnels are structured multi-step pathways designed to guide a visitor toward a specific conversion goal. Things like a lead capture form or a sales page, an order form, or even an upsell offer. Inside GoHighLevel, you can build and design these funnel steps in sequence. You can also attach products, process payments, and connect them directly to your automations. On top of that, the platform tracks detailed analytics such as page views, opt-ins, sales, and conversations, so you can see how your funnel is performing and make improvements as needed. The builder itself works with simple drag and drop. It's not the most convenient drag and drop in the world, but given the complexity and how everything works together, I think it's not that much of a sacrifice. Also, if you want to save time, there is a large template library, so you can start from there and then customize. Websites in GoHighLevel work almost the same way. You've got the same drag and drop builder plus access to templates. The main difference is that websites are designed for broader navigation with different pages, etc. With funnels, you have just a straightforward single step-by-step flow. Apart from those, the platform also gives you options for things like stores, webinars, and blogs. Since we are focusing on service-based businesses, we won't go deep into those, but just so you're aware, the process is very similar to what we've already looked at with websites and funnels. All right, now let's look at conversations. This is a unified inbox that brings together all your communication channels into one place. So instead of checking separate platforms, everything gets consolidated here: SMS, email, Facebook and Instagram DMs, Google Business Profile chats, and even inbound phone calls. Each contact has a single conversational thread, so you can see their full history and respond across any channel without losing context. That way, you never miss a message, right? Because you can always keep track of where each client interaction stands. That's very useful. The layout is also pretty simple. On the left, you'll see a list of everyone who has messaged you. In the middle, you've got the actual chat with the selected person. And on the right, you'll see all the important details about that contact, so you know exactly who you are talking to. Now, just below conversations, there is a section called manual actions. This works like a to-do list for your team, but it's tied directly to automations. So if you want to add a personal touch inside a workflow, like making a phone call or sending a custom message, you can insert a manual action step. When the workflow hits that point, it pauses, creates a task, and the task shows up here. Your team can then go through the list, complete the actions, and once they are marked as done, the contact continues on to the next step in their automation. So just as a note, snippets and trigger links work the same way here as they do in the marketing tab, so there is no difference in how you'd use them. Now, the next tab is reputation, which is all about managing online reviews and building a positive image for your business. This is especially useful for local businesses, as you imagine, or for agencies that are running reputation management services for their clients, which are also offline businesses. From here, you can automatically send review requests to your happy customers through SMS or email. In 2020, I tried and built a startup exactly for this purpose. So this is already included in GoHighLevel. Really cool feature. The idea is to make it easy for them to leave feedback, because there's a lot of constraint for happy customers to actually register, sign up, and then write that feedback. But here they can do it with one click. They will be redirected to platforms like Facebook or Google, and they will be able to leave their review there. Inside this tab, you'll see all your reviews in one list. You can respond to them directly without leaving the platform, and you also have the option to showcase your best testimonials on your website. That way, you're not only collecting reviews, but also using them to build trust and attract new clients because of the trust. All right, the calendar in GoHighLevel is all-in-one hub for scheduling and appointment management. You can create and manage multiple calendars for different teams or events, and clients can book directly based on your availability. So it also syncs with external calendars like Google Calendar and Outlook to prevent double bookings. And from this tab, you can also view all upcoming appointments, manage your personal schedule, and track booking history for any contacts. Let's create a new calendar. There are several types to choose from, but we'll start with a personal booking calendar. I'll name this one Discovery Call, add myself as the user, and keep the default duration. You can also adjust your working days and times here. If you want to go deeper, the advanced settings give you a lot of options. You can add a logo, you can write a description, adjust availability rules, or collect payments, and much more. Functionally, it works just like tools such as Calendly, right? Once your calendar is ready, you can grab the share link and send it to anyone. You can create both one-time booking links and permanent ones. You can also create appointments manually, and just pick a time slot and book it with a contact. In this case, let's use John Doe. That appointment now shows up on your calendar. Okay. From here, you can see all your appointments across different calendars, and if you need to, you can create as many calendars as your business requires. Next up, we've got payments. Payments in GoHighLevel is your centralized financial hub. It lets you manage revenue without leaving the platform by integrating with payment gateways like Stripe or PayPal. And from here, you can create products, send one-time or recurring invoices, build checkout pages, and even manage subscriptions. The transactions themselves are handled securely by the connected gateway, but everything is tracked inside GoHighLevel. The real strength of this feature is that financial events can trigger automations. For example, you can start an onboarding sequence after a purchase, or send reminders when a payment fails, keeping your CRM, billing, and marketing all connected. Before using payments, you'll first need to integrate a gateway, so you can do that from here. Just enter your details and connect your account. Once that's set up, you can create invoices. You have the option to make a new invoice, set up a recurring invoice, or import existing ones. Let's create a new invoice. We'll call it John Doe invoice. Select John Doe as the customer, and if this invoice is linked to an opportunity or pipeline, you can tie it in here. For now, we'll just leave it unchecked. You can adjust the billing dates. You can add your product. In this case, let's say onboarding automation, which is a service. You can change currency, you can add tax categories if needed, and then either send the invoice right away or save it as a draft. The invoice now appears in the list, and if you plan to reuse a similar setup in the future, you can save it as a template. Contracts work in a similar way. You can create them with a drag and drop builder or pick one from the template library. There are also other options here like orders, subscriptions, and product management, but since we are focusing mainly on service-based businesses, we won't go into those details, but the process is very similar again. Alright, now the AI agents. The AI agents feature allows you to deploy conversational AI that automatically engages with leads across channels like SMS, social media, and web chat. You can train the AI with your business information, such as website content or documents, so it can be aware of your business context, understand questions, provide natural responses, and focus on the main goal, which is usually to book qualified prospects into your calendar. The agents obviously run 24/7, respond instantly to leads, and can hand off to a human when needed, acting like a digital receptionist practically, right, for your business. There are different types of AI you can set up. You can create a voice AI to handle phone conversations or a conversational AI to manage SMS and email. You can even train the AI to help generate content, and if you don't want to start from scratch, there are also pre-made templates available. The first step in creating an agent is setting up a knowledge base. You'll give it a name and add your sources. Currently, you can include web links, FAQs, and tables. And once created, that knowledge base can be attached to your AI agents. For example, if we start with voice AI, you can create a new agent here. You'll choose whether to start from the marketplace or from a blank setup. Let's go with a blank. You'll configure the details like the agent's name and initial message, then move to the next step. And here you can add the knowledge base, provide prompts on how it should be used, and define what details to collect from a contact. In the final step, you'll connect a phone number, either one you already have or a new one you can purchase through GoHighLevel. The system also shows you the per minute cost for using the voice agent, and the process for creating a conversational AI is similar, though you'll see some pre-built options like general Q&A or appointment booking. Again, you'll name the bot, attach a knowledge base, set the prompt, and deploy it. You can, of course, deploy this conversational AI as a chatbot, like as a chatbot bubble to your website, and I actually showed how to do this in my previous video. Feel free to check it out. These agents are a solid add-on inside GHL. They are not the most advanced AI on the market yet, so that's why I have another video how to connect VIPE AI voice agent with GoHighLevel. Check it out as well. But they work well for defined tasks. So given GHL's track record, they are expected to improve over time and become a more central part of the platform. I mean, the AI agents. And at last, we have automations. This is really where GoHighLevel shines because it ties everything together. On their own, tools like forms, calendars, funnels, or payments are useful, but when you connect them through automations, they become part of a single unified system. For example, when someone submits a form, it doesn't just stay in the CRM. With automations, that action can tag the contact, drop them into a sales pipeline, trigger an email or SMS, and notify your team to follow up all automatically. This is what makes GoHighLevel more than just a collection of tools. It creates a complete customer journey that runs smoothly in the background. So at the core, every automation is built around a trigger and a set of actions. The trigger might be a form submission, for example, or an appointment booking, or a payment. Once that trigger fires, you can stack actions like sending messages, updating CRM records, moving leads through pipelines, or even branching paths based on conditions. Let's walk through a simple example. To create a new workflow, click here. We'll build one around the contact form we created earlier in the Sites tab. So the trigger will be when someone submits that form. From there, the workflow will automatically create a new contact with the lead's details, add them to our sales pipeline, and send out the lead magnets they requested by SMS. We'll also send them a confirmation text. After that, we'll add a 1-day delay, then send an internal notification to the team to follow up with that contact. That's just a basic example, but you can see how automations connect all the pieces together into one seamless flow. All right, next up, we've got dashboard. The dashboard is your main control panel inside GoHighLevel. It gives you a real-time snapshot of your most important marketing and sales activities, all in one place. The screen is made up of widgets that track key metrics like your sales pipeline value, conversion rates, and funnel performance. Alongside that, you can also see an overview of recent tasks, upcoming appointments, and where your leads are coming from. This way, you get a quick and comprehensive view of your business health and daily priorities without needing to dig into multiple sections of the platform. Then we have reporting. Reporting is the analytics center inside GoHighLevel, designed for a deeper dive into your marketing and sales performance. So where the dashboard gives you a broad overview, reporting provides detailed breakdowns across specific areas like Google Ads, Facebook ads, attribution, and call tracking. From here, you can measure your ad spend, ROI, see exactly which sources are driving leads and sales, and review agent performance. It's the place to get hard data that helps you make informed database decisions and fine-tune your strategies for better results. And of course, settings. Settings is the foundational backend and administrative hub for your entire GoHighLevel account. Obviously, it's where you can customize the platform to fit your specific business by connecting your marketing and communication tools, such as your domain, phone numbers, social media accounts, etc. This section allows you to manage your team members and their permissions, set up your sales pipelines, create custom fields, and configure all the core operational parameters that basically control how the software works for you and your clients. All right, I hope this gave you a solid foundation of what GoHighLevel is and how you can use it to run your business. Like I mentioned at the start, don't just watch tutorials, go try it out yourself. Click around, test the features, and start implementing it in your own setup. As a final reminder, you can use the link in the description to get an extended 30-day free trial of GoHighLevel. And that's it. That's it for this video. If you found it helpful, please make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.